So let's use this to examine the case of taxes. You must set equal to the size of EMC as measured from the socially efficient output. Okay. So EMC as measured from socially efficient output is here. So this must be the size of your tax. Don't measure from QP, if not you'll shift out too much. Okay. So based on this, this is my new PMC with a tax. New PMC cuts PMB at QE. Therefore, socially efficient and the equilibrium output levels coincide. Socially efficient, if you remember, is where social curves cut. Equilibrium is where private curves cut. So the new PMC cuts PMB at QE. This is the new private equilibrium given the tax. When they coincide, there is no more overconsumption. There is no more allocative inefficiency. As a result, there is no more deadweight loss. That's why we say you internalize the externality. Right? Therefore, no more deadweight loss. You have just helped the system to take the spillover cost into consideration, and we call that internalizing the externality. Okay. Questions? A lot of things you can see from the diagrams. Because I said something else. The government may overtax or undertax. Undertax, I'm not so concerned. Undertax means you still reduce the amount overconsumed, but you're probably not reducing it altogether. Overtaxation is a bigger problem. Suppose I overtax until here. PMC over tax. Instead of shifting the blue PMC to the red one, I shift it too much until I reach the black one. That means I've overestimated the size of the tax. I thought it's supposed to be so big. Okay. And how is it possible that we can overtax? Overtax is because we overestimated EMC. We thought the spillover cost is so big. How do you overestimate EMC? It's because we probably over-attributed maybe lung problems to smoking. Everyone who visits a clinic with lung problems, we say, you must have been a victim of a second-hand smoke. But actually, some of them could have lung problems because they stay near the expressway. traffic pollution. Some could have lung problems because they, by default, okay? So you can't say everything is due to lung problems due to secondhand smoke. If you do that, you would have thought squirrel cause is so. Okay? Okay. So what happens? If my PMC is up here, PMC cuts PMB here. Q, let's just call it QO for overtax. Do you see a problem? Now, relative to socially efficient level, I have underconsumption of cigarettes. Previously, it was overconsumption. Now it's underconsumption. Underconsumption relative to the socially efficient level. Socially efficient level is where you compare SMB versus SMC. Some students will ask a question here. They will ask, how is it possible to underconsume cigarettes which are so undesirable? Okay? Now, don't forget, in econs, we are very fair. We are not really biased towards cigarettes or anything, but we look at conditions. Socially efficient is a measure of SMB and SMC. SMB in this case is PMB, correct? SMB is PMB. In the case of smoking, what is PMB? Satisfaction from smoking, right? So when we say underconsumption, it means we are not really respecting the benefits that the smokers get. If the smokers feel happy when they smoke, it's still part of social benefit. We cannot exclude altogether. So underconsumption can occur. You're not giving them that benefit. And what happens is that your dead weight loss now becomes bigger than before. Government intervention made the problem worse by creating a bigger dead weight loss. The black triangle is bigger than the blue one because the underconsumed amount is bigger than the amount overconsumed. This is known as government failure. The new dead weight loss is bigger.